On today's show, I welcome on a very special guest. I welcome on Isaiah Miranda. He is a sophomore power forward and center for his for Phelps School Boys basketball team. Isaiah, how are you?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. How you holding up during these crazy COVID times?
I just been working, and my school has a advantage than more than other schools. Like they keep us in the gym, keep us focused on our schoolwork, just keep us in the gym, keep us working.
That's awesome. That's great. That's really great. So Isaiah, before we talk about your time at Phelps and everything, I want to know first of all, your Phelps is in Pennsylvania.
hmm
Where in RI did you grow up? Because you're originally from Rhode Island.
Yeah, I grew up in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I moved out here like a year and a half ago, 2 years to the
Nice.
school though. I'm bored at the school.
That's great. And what's been has it been a big change from Rhode Island, or is it what's it like being down there?
Yeah, at first it was a big change because like I'm so used to being with my friends and family and like going to public school. But over here, like the average school size, like the average like kids per class is like 7 students. Like that's the maximum. So it's like, yeah, it's a great change. I don't know how I did
That's
it, but
crazy.
I'm here.
That's right. Did you say seven?
Yeah, 7 is the maximum.
That's wild. So well, that's very interesting from the public schools for sure, and it's a big
hmm
change. But how did you get into basketball?
Well, so like in middle school, like I used to like try to like dabble with basketball because like my friends would play, and then after school, like all my friends would play basketball. So like I would have to like play basketball and hang out with my friends. So then after like 8th grade, I tried to try out for the team. It didn't work out. I didn't make it. Just like mostly because like my skill and then grades and stuff like that. And then 9th grade, I tried out and I made the freshman team for my high school, Tolman High School in Pawtucket. I made the freshman team. I didn't make the varsity team or anything crazy like that, but I made the freshman team. And then after, yeah, we started playing. We actually went undefeated until like our 13th game or something like that. And we was like creating a buzz. And then after, I played a game against Shea, which is like the rivalry for like Tolman, whatever. And I caught like a dunk, and it was like a freshman game, and like the crowd was going crazy and stuff. And I guess like the video caught attention, and that's how our elite and other AAU teams found out about me. And that's when I started like talk to our elite and stuff like that.
That's amazing. That's really cool, and that's how like it's crazy how that like it's crazy what social media can do if you catch a dunk in a game and everything like
Yeah,
that can change everything for you. How
changed
tall
my
were you?
life.
What's that?
That changed my life.
Yeah, it's a huge change because now look where you are. I mean, how like first of all, how tall were you your freshman year?
Like 6'5", 6'6".
God, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
wow. You don't find that in Rhode Island very rarely.
Yeah. If you're 6'5", you're a center in Rhode Island,
Yeah,
varsity.
yeah. Seriously, it's no big. It's crazy. And how did you like end up down at the Phelps School down in Pennsylvania? How did you discover like how did you know you want to take your game to the next level and go down to Phelps School?
So my AAU coach has to connect with my coach here, Coach Trey. And he told him to come, I guess he told him to come check out like the Elite 75 camp that they were having down in Connecticut. And I went there. I'm still old me. I wasn't good, like at all. You could ask people around me, just people knocking on my door.
Yeah.
Keep asking about me. Like I wasn't good at all. Like skinny, tall, just do whatever I can try to do, like play, but like it wasn't working out. So then after they took a chance on me, like my coach was telling him like he plays hard and stuff. So then my coach from here took a chance on me and like just been developing me since then. And then I'm here now.
That's awesome. It's amazing how it worked out for you. So, what has your time been like since you've been down to the Phelps School and they're developing? Coach Trey has been developing you. Shout out to Coach Trey who made an appearance on his show. Knowing what's has your time been like down there, and like how have you grown in your aspect of your game?
So first when I like came here, they just told me like straight up like you're gonna have to put in work. Because when I first came here, I was the only like me and some other kid, Big Sam, that just committed to Memphis. Like we were the only kids that weren't post grads here. So he was like telling me, and I was like a freshman because I reclassed. So he's like telling me you're just gonna have to put in work. Like you're around an environment where like we're just dogs over here. Like you just gonna have to put in work. So I put in work. We're like working out in school, keeping me focused on school. Like I went through ups and downs, like missing home and stuff like that. But like they're really supportive over here. And then after COVID hit, so then COVID hit,
Oh
and then
yeah.
after it was doing virtual, but our elite still keep me in the gym, like no days off. Like in the gym, Even if it wasn't in the gym, it'll make like a little like Zoom call like this. I have the players in there doing push-ups, sit-ups. No matter what we can do, we're still putting in work.
That's awesome. That's shout out to our I Elite, and we'll get to them very shortly as well too. I want to know what's the Phelps season like? What was it like with COVID, and what was it like this year? Did you guys have a season at all?
Yeah. So let me start my freshman year and then talk about this year.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So my freshman year, I really didn't play as much because like they were trying to get the post grads out there, So like I'll play if there was like 2 minutes left of the game. Like crowd would be chanting Isaiah, and then I would just go in, do some foolery or something like that. And then so now like there's even games where I can like start now. Like I'm actually competing like at a high level now, and like he like puts it in my hands now. Like I could actually be like top player on this team now, and I fit it in really well right now.
That's awesome. That's amazing to hear. And listen, they got another couple of years. There's only room to grow from there, right? It's gonna be a beast coming up soon. So that's awesome. Do you have a favorite game that you played in so far, or anything down there?
I think the Westtown series that we had, the Phelps versus Westtown series. I finished with like 24 out of both of the games. Yeah. And we played against 5-star athletes like Derek Lively. He got a UNC offer that morning.
Wow.
And we faced him after. And I dunked on him like twice.
That's amazing.
Shout out Derek Lively, last night boy.
We'll tag him in this. He's gonna know. We'll find out. That's absolutely amazing. And now our Elite, they discovered you early. Like you had mentioned previously in that video in your freshman year at Coleman. What's it been like working with them, and what has that program really done for you?
Well, man, they took me in as like a little brother, like not even like basketball aside. They took me as a little brother, make sure I'm straight, like make sure school is straight. Like they always put school first because they know like in the long run that's gonna matter the most. And yeah, they like kept me in the gym, like kept me mentally focused on like the end goal. Like sometimes I wouldn't want to get up to go work out. They'll come to my house, pick me up. I'm like, bro, we're going to work out. No matter if it's 100 degrees outside. Like, yeah, it was putting in work. Like, they definitely changed my whole mindset. Like, that's crazy. Shout out to our Elite. Shout out Coach Nick, Coach Neri, and Coach Ray. Those are really my guys.
That's awesome. Well, shout out to them because they obviously have done a great job for you and have helped change your life big time. And what was it like, these past couple weekends playing in tournaments? I know you guys were down in Miami, and then you recently just played in a hoop group tournament down in Pennsylvania. You had mentioned to me off air as well. What's it been like?
Well, it's been pretty good. Like the energy, we're starting to regain our energy again because we have new players now. So the energy was off like in the beginning of the year when we were practicing and stuff. But now that we're going to war together, like we're just building our chemistry and stuff like that. So it's working, man. We're going places.
I love it. Yeah, it was awesome to see. I watched the mixtape on Twitter.
I think mine's dropping today. Actually, I think around like 8.
Is it? All right. I'll just check it out because it was cool to watch, like the hype and everything. And man, I wish I could go to one of those games if they're allowing crowds in, because I would love to be down there and check out those games.
Yeah, most of the crowd at those games, like there'll be 4 other games playing. The whole crowd just come to our games. Like we had a triple overtime game that tournament, something like that. It was crazy.
Really? What? Who against who?
Doesn't matter. I don't even know. But Bassie hit the game-winning shot.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so amazing. That's so cool. And then what's the things that you're looking forward to, as you keep playing down the line for our Elite and upcoming tournaments?
Right now we're just focused on like blocking out any distractions, like whether if it's basketball or like just life in general. We're just focused on like school, basketball, working out, make sure I'm working on my craft, and they know like how hard things can get. So like they always like check up on me and stuff like that. Like I was just on the phone with Coach Ray, like literally right before this. I was like, yo, I have to go. I have the energy, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I told them that you're coming on the show, or whoever runs their social. I spoke with them and said that you were coming on the show, so they were pretty hyped up. But I actually have to reach back out to them because they want to come on the show as well too. So to get them on. But that's awesome, man. I love it. I think that's amazing for you. It's crazy what one thing has done. A dunk from freshman year to now, look at you now and how much you have grown in the basketball world, and where great things have come down the line for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Of course. Now I want to ask some questions that are just for fun and outside of basketball too. But I ask this question to everyone. Pre-game rituals. Do you have any superstitions or rituals that you have to do before a game or anything?
Usually, like I don't know if like I don't know if I always did this, but like recently, like in the past year, like I usually like to do like breathing methods. Like I just like breathe, just calm myself down because I find myself like getting pretty anxious before games and stuff like that, like excited to play. I just need to calm myself down so I don't do nothing like reckless or anything. And then I just listen to music and then like get stretched out, stuff like that. The more normal things. It's not nothing too crazy. Like
Yeah.
not like yoga or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's just not too crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome. What what's the music that you listen to? Who's the go-to on the playlist?
I listened to a lot of Gunna recently. He get me hyped up. And then
I'm old.
I throw on a little bit.
Who's
Gunna. He's a young rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. He's pretty tough. He's like with Lil Baby and all them.
Okay, all right. I'm old.
And then,
I need to know this stuff.
And then I listened to Beethoven. Nah, I'm just joking.
I'm just
I listen to Lil Uzi sometimes. Like just a lot of like stuff that gives out like high energy, like produces me to like get like really hyped.
That's great. That's great. Do you have a favorite artist out of those guys, or is it just
it's whatever I'm in the mood and so, like it's nothing like a go-to artist I always go to, like it's whatever I'm in the mood like to listen to.
That's cool. That's really cool. Do you have a favorite player or NBA team, or I don't know if you guys follow, I don't know if you have a favorite.
My favorite team is the Boston Celtics. I don't even watch a lot of basketball. Like I recently, like I started playing basketball, like I said, like my freshman year. So I don't even like to this day I barely watch basketball. I only watch like my favorite player like KD and like Giannis, and I just try to mix those games together in a little bit of Joel Embiid.
Nice. Yeah, KD is one of my favorite players too. I think I'm sure with everything that you have going on with basketball, I don't know if you have much time to watch basketball on top of it, but yeah, KD's a beast, and Joel Embiid's having a great season as well too this year. Yeah, that's great. Do you have a favorite food?
My favorite food. Let's see. Favorite food. My mom's lasagna is crazy. That's crazy. Yes, top 3 for sure.
That's great.
My mom's lasagna is crazy.
Does she ever shout out to your mom? Does she ever send it to you down there?
Nah, none of that. Out here, like my favorite food out here is like there's a place called Wawa, and their quesadillas are top notch.
Yeah, Wawa's
quesadilla with a milkshake. Go to.
Stop it. You're making me hungry. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Now, are you a LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan guy?
I'm gonna have to say Jordan, man. Because like without a Jordan, there wouldn't be a Kobe for me. Like Kobe looked up to Jordan. And without those two guys, who would LeBron really look up to?
That's true.
I feel like it all goes hand in hand. Like they're all goats.
Yeah.
Three-headed goat.
Yeah, I agree with you. They all goats in their own way and everything like that. Did you watch the Jordan documentary?
Yeah, The Last Dance. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, I didn't know that much like about Jordan until I watched that. I really opened my eyes. He was really crazy.
He's crazy competitive.
His mindset's crazy.
Yeah. It was nuts to kind of relive that as well growing up. And then, all right, last question that I ask everyone: what's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
Favorite thing to do. I don't even like to play video games anymore. I watch like TV shows. Not really much that I do besides basketball. Now that I think about it, like I'm always in the gym. Drink water. And there's nothing too crazy.
What's the TV show that you watch, if you had to, or is there a show that you want to watch?
I just finished Money Heist on Netflix. The Money Heist.
How was that?
That was pretty good. It was crazy. And I watched some other show called The OA.
The OA? What's that one about?
It's about like some girl that like can like keep in touch with like different dimensions and stuff. It's some sci-fi shit. It was pretty cool. I like it.
All right. I'll have to check it out myself. All right, cool. Well, Isaiah, I can't thank you enough for being on the show. It's been a great interview. Do you have any questions, comments, or anything before we sign off?
I just want to say it's the 401 takeover, the big bake, for me. our league's taking over this year. Phelps School's taking over this year. Isaiah Murray's taking over this year. Everybody's taking over this year in a 401.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, I'm excited and a big fan of yours now, and good luck with everything with IR Elite, and represent the 401. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.